Florals are very expensive.
Yes, flowers are expensive.
And I hope you don't mind that y'all bouquets will be fake.
I know. I actually was planning and hoping for it. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not upset about that at all.
Because I was like, wow.
I'm not upset about it at all. Definitely looking forward.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Like,
Yeah.
it's like touching my neck.
Yeah. It's the ideal place to be.
So it's okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
That is
And you have your voice kind of carries a little bit more than mine does, so it's actually in a perfect spot.
I feel like Elmo was touching me or something. Like,
it's the thing on it is just to. You learned this in school, Sherelle.
I know, but it's still uncomfortable.
Don't think about it.
Okay.
You're thinking too much about it. Don't let it get inside your head. Don't let it get inside your head.
Is everybody drinking like me?
I'm drinking water. Yeah.
She's gonna be the good one today.
I drink water all the time.
As for me and my cup, we're tequilaed up today.
You can scoot over, by the way. I feel like I'm taking up most of the screen.
If you want me to be closer to you,
Just to be close to you, girl. Just for a moment. Wow.
just for an hour,
Well.
just to be. We are really showing
Man.
how
Yeah.
old our parents are. It's not even us. We're really showing how old our parents are.
You are correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
My mom's talking about she wanted, like, her birthday is next week.
Uh-huh.
And she talking about, yeah, I saw this day party.
Girl.
Like, and I'm like,
This Sonya.
and I said, and I'm just listening to her. I said, Mom, I said, if you want to go to the day party, we can go to the day party. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to hear the whispers. You might hear one Frankie Beverly and Maze, maybe, until it transitions into Beyonce's version.
Right.
And so you're going to hear Moneybag Yo, Sexy Red,
Yes.
SZA. You're not going to. And and then she was like, you know, me and your aunt. I said, my aunt likes to go to the DJ booth and request songs like it's still 1978.
People still do that every once in a while. I know they
And
do.
the DJs really be like, get the
Oh, yeah, they hate it.
go away.
They hate it.
Like, I'm not playing.
Where did she find this day party at?
I have no clue. Sometimes she just be scrolling. So when she found, she was like, it's on, I saved it. Simone showed me how to save something on Instagram.
Oh, my
so
God.
I said, send it to me, Mom. So when she sent it to me, I was like, Mom, we're not going here at all.
Damn.
We're going to go to eat. She said she want to go see Godzilla and King Kong.
Oh.
So yeah, my mom has a thing with Godzilla and King Kong. That's always been her thing. She loves King Kong.
I would have never guessed that. I would have never.
She is a big Godzilla King Kong girl.
That was not on my bingo card.
Yeah.
At all. Really?
Yeah, she's a big.
This is King Kong?
Yeah. I have no desire to see the movie at all, but.
I didn't even know that was a thing that was coming out.
Apparently, it's been doing very well in the theaters.
Oh,
It's been out for a
wow.
week and it's been like.
That's because ain't nothing else out, though.
Yeah, because nobody was going to see that Magical Book of Negroes thing.
They pulled it from the theaters already, girl.
Well,
I
look.
love that for them.
It could have. Like.
Once y'all released that full trailer, the niggas were like, oh, this is not.
Yeah, this is not what we expected.
This is not what we wanted.
Why are we-
Not the superpowers only work to help white people.
Right. I don't get it.
Ooh, child. Anyway,
know.
you ready to start the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone.
What is happening?
What's popping?
I'm your girl, Sierra T.
And your girl, Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
We wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am. Episode 10.
10. That's this many.
Why are we doing that?
I don't know.
I hope y'all can count if y'all watching this show. At least, at minimum to 10.
We are children.
For real.
And it's okay.
Yes.
We are children.
Quick announcement. There will not be an episode next week.
There will not be.
There will not be one.
No episode next week.
And that's because y'all don't leave reviews. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
I thought it was because you're traveling. Like,
Why would you tell them that?
I'm just saying.
Why would you tell them that? Why? They didn't know that until just now. Why would you tell them that? We were supposed to let them think that we take breaks because they don't leave reviews. Why would you tell them that? Who's that helping? Who does this help? Quickly. See? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah.
We're not going to be here next week.
No, we won't.
Because y'all didn't do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
So that's rude. So we're going to take a break and give y'all some time.
To leave reviews.
Okay. To navigate through your thoughts and get your words together.
And make sure they 5 stars. Nothing else, punk. Why I oughta give you a knuckle sandwich.
Literally. Double stacked. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Sis.
I'm done.
What can't you wrap your head around?
Can you go first?
Actually, I can.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell me.
Girl.
What happened?
The booking streets is angry.
Yeah, I saw some things. I mean, you posted them. So.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, bitch, you're on the booking streets.
I be all the book tea because
of me.
I'm following you and Casey. Like, what's going on?
Listen.
Child.
So there's this company called the African American On the Move Book Club Awards.
Wait a minute.
I just learned the name literally today. I asked Casey, I said, what does it stand for? Anyway, they're all about literary awards.
Okay.
But the categories they put together never make sense. Like, they're supposed to be giving away, like, literary awards, and they'll put, like, two bookish people from social media and then, like, 3 random other influencers and make that the influencer of the year category. And it's like, well, these three people don't even read books, so why are they a part of this? They'll even so far as like have like genres where they put a romance author in a science fiction book of the year. Like, why would that? So the biggest thing right now was that was the big issue was that this company AAMBC, they put this girl named Kiera Lewis as literary activist of the year. Now, Kiera Lewis is, do you remember when Book Talk went viral at one time because that girl was talking about sexualizing these hockey players or whatever?
Yeah.
So it was her. Right. But they trying to make it, they put her in, like, she got nominated as literary activist of the year, but she says that she doesn't read Black books. She currently reading the Harry Potter series, so basically she's platforming a turf. We're talking about J.K. Rowling. Yes, and she sexually harassed players from that local hockey team, and she's not a literary activist at all. So the big issue with that was that they're like, people were like, why the fuck is she nominated in this category? And then the other thing that they messed up was that St. Martin's Press. We've all been boycotting them for about 6 months since October because the person who handles like their PR and stuff, like basically people like will reach out to you and be like, hey, do you want to check out this book? Their person has been was at one point tweeting Islamophobic and racist things from the St. Martin's Press Twitter. Ooh. And St. Martin's Press has never put out a statement. They have not denounced or anything.
Well, how do they get access to that?
And then they got then everybody was like, why does St. Martin Press get is in a nominee for Publisher of the Year?
Right.
Yeah. So whoever like the board of that organization, so everybody was making all this hoopla and fuss about it. They released a statement saying, last night, they released a statement saying, while we understand your frustrations, basically they were like, your votes matter. If you don't want to see these people up here, make sure that you're voting for the right people. Oop. Or maybe you can apply for the board. Well, they eating their words already because do you know they done took the girl, Kiera Lewis, off of that category? Good. And they done took St. Martin's Press off of that category. Well, good.
Well, at least they stand on it.
But it's like, either y'all could have did that in the first place instead of putting out this stupid ass statement, making yourselves look bad. Yeah. On top of the dumb shit that y'all already do anyway. But agreed. Yeah, it's been so.
Yeah, I feel you.
The booking streets have been hot, girl. Damn. Yeah, messy.
You know, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I know corporations have to put out these statements or whatever. It's like, just fix it. Just fix it. You know, you knew you was wrong when you hit enter.
My thing is like, if you see all these people saying, "Yo, do not platform this person. She's very problematic because of A, B, and C,"
Right.
And then you say, "Well, you know, we can't because people nominated her." Like, yes, the fuck you can.
Yeah, right.
It's
this is your shit.
This is your shit. People are telling you what's wrong with this person, and you're like, "Well, it is what it is." Like, the fuck?
And that's an integrity situation.
Oh, for sure it is.
You can't sit here. I'm pretty sure there's a word integrity in one of your mission statements or something like that.
Always.
You can't, put that in there and then do, the opposite.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, they've always been kind of messy, that organization anyway, with the way they put categories together. So
Raggedy.
It's just a mess. But yeah, girl, I couldn't wrap my head around it. It's still a mess. But
raggedy.
Yes. Anyway.
Raggedy.
Sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
I can't wrap my head around Dreamville Fest.
Damn. You're taking it there, huh?
I am. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep. Went to Dreamville Fest again. And I must say, it was just, the vibe was very different this year. It was something that was off. And I remember when I told Sis I was going and I wasn't as excited as I was last year when I went. And you really felt the energy when you got to Dreamville Fest. It was just, the shift was just off. And I really will say that it was the lineup. I just think the lineup was just very chaotic. It was all over the place. There was not a set demographic. And I mean, I kind of understand that aspect of it because you have, there were like people, mothers and fathers was there, and then there were little kids there, which I was like, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was
Do they have like a kids corner at this dream?
No.
Oh.
So I thought that was a little, I was kind of, Simone, my sister came with me, and she was like, why are there children here? But,
Yeah, interesting.
Especially at the price that those tickets were.
Whew.
Yeah. And I really can't wrap my head around just the energy that it brought this year. Like, it was very, I don't know, it was just really off. I didn't really I had a good time. I met some great people, but it was just very like, I think we could have did without this. Maybe the lineup was it was rushed. I don't know. So I'm hoping that in 2025 that they come correct, because some of the other lineups for these other festivals, upcoming festivals,
like Broccoli Fest,
foot on their necks,
and Roots Picnic,
Broccoli Fest. Omarion posted some other festival that's happening in LA in September. Even that lineup is like, I was like, first of all, y'all wrong for doing this in LA with surprise DJ guests as Jermaine Dupri. Why is it not in Atlanta? But whatever.
Wow.
I was kind of like, even that is like, So I don't know. I just think Dreamville Fest could have been done better this year. And maybe, I'm pretty sure that like the work that goes into putting these festivals together is
not easy.
Yeah, very tiresome. It's a lot. I'm pretty sure of it. But I will shout out the economic value, especially for the Black dollar that Dreamville Fest has put into the city of Raleigh. There were hundreds of Black businesses that were spotlighted at Dreamville Fest. Like, shout out to the Caribbean Kicker. I had this jerk shrimp and chicken bowl.
Oh, wow.
It was like a Chipotle bowl, but for Caribbean. Spot on.
Sounds good.
So good. So there was just a lot of Black-owned businesses. Shout outs to Ustress, Rashawn Miller. I did stop by his booth, but he wasn't there. But he had this really cool activity where people were writing on index cards and posting it about the good stress that is going on in your life. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really, really cool. So I will shout out Dreamville Fest for that. But I just think that in 2025 really need to come correct. Maybe put out a survey.
Damn.
I don't know. Like, who's somebody you want to see?
I mean, it could have been, because they don't usually announce their lineup until like what, a month before?
Literally. And I think that is, so they put out the tickets back in like, I don't know, maybe December.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But then, for you to announce a lineup a month prior to the festival and then change the lineup so drastically.
Yeah.
So drastically.
Wow.
That people was trying to sell
day tickets,
their wristbands. People was like, oh, hell no. So, yeah, I really can't wrap my head around it. And I'm just hoping that in 2025, they just come a little better.
Perhaps.
That's all. I don't know who could be on that lineup. Simone said Travis Scott. But I don't want no parts of that.
Ooh, child, no.
I don't want no parts of that. Even though I think that would be a vibe. Like, I know Travis Scott is wild, but at the end of the day, I have to salute the energy that he brings to any audience. I mean, I even saw him approach a football team, and they was even hype. You know, it's well, damn. So he brings that type of energy. So I respect that, but I don't know. I really do think that their prime moment was in 2023 with Usher and Summer Walker. I really do.
Damn.
I really do think.
Damn.
So.
Well.
Je ne sais, but yeah.
Wow. They'll get it together. Yeah. I mean, listen, Mercury's in retrograde.
She is in microbraids. I forgot.
There's an earthquake.
There was a freaking earthquake.
And then a solar eclipse. There's a lot going on.
There's too much going on.
There's a lot going on.
If Greenville is hiring and looking for some type of, creative recruiter of lineups, I'm your girl.
Call her.
Because I have some ideas. So let's work together. Mm-hmm. And that's just where we are. Okay.
Period.
I'm done.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this show.
Let's get into this show.
We got a little list, okay?
Yeah, little,
because niggas is tired.
Niggas is tired.
Okay.
Niggas is tired.
It's that kind of a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
So, but last week we took a break with Bussin' Ballots, but we back.
But. I know my gun was sad.
Yeah, your gun needs to be clean.
It's a sad
something. Is it jammed or something? But I will say this before we get started. Me and Sierra are noticing that these politicians, lawmakers, legislators, they're all talking about the same damn thing over and over and over again. And you're going to see what we mean. This week we're covering Missouri, Montana, and Nebraska. Okay, so you'll kind of see the theme that we're going for here, right? Starting off with Missouri, they are actually proposing a bill that would make teachers register as a sex offender just for supporting a transgender student.
That's crazy.
Just for supporting a transgender student, they will have to be a registered sex offender. So let's just read this.
Oh my God.
This is from CNN. A newly proposed law in Missouri could charge teachers and counselors with a felony and require them to register as sex offenders if they're found guilty of supporting transgender students who are socially transitioning. And this has been introduced, House Bill 2885, introduced by Republican Jamie Gregg. Mm-hmm. If passed and signed into law, the legislation would criminalize the act of contributing to social transition for anyone acting in an official capacity at their school, including providing information or material support. So if you send them an article, if you tell them about a new hormonal drug that may help their transition be a more, seamless, you could be required to be a sex offender, meaning you're in the mix with people who have sexually assaulted children. Okay?
Could they? Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
No.
Could it's not the state, but could the teachers board of whoever of that state, could they?
Oh, like a union?
Yeah, could they sue and take it to the Supreme Court ain't no fucking help.
At all.
But.
I don't know.
Because I can't imagine being a teacher, right? And I get charged as a felony for a sex offender. And then let's say I move to another state and want to become a teacher. How does this hold up in court?
I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I do.
What you mean? I can imagine I'm going to another state. They'd be like, wait a minute, they made you a felon because you were just supportive of the child. I'd be like, yeah. Can you believe that shit?
The senator said that the goal of the bill, this is one thing I don't like about senators. You always have to have a goal let me not say that. I get that you have to have a goal, but the goal has nothing to do with the what's defined in the bill. It's like, you know what I mean? It's almost like when we were talking about the legislation that North Carolina, that one senator was trying to do to make DEI illegal in medical schools. The goal is to make sure that, all white people become doctors. That's it.
That's it.
Point blank, period.
Period.
Don't try to sugarcoat it. So this is what Greg said. He said, the goal of this bill is to put the social learning development of our children back into the hands of their parents. So numerous medical associations have said that gender affirming care, like social transitioning, is clinically appropriate for children and adults. Social transitioning, as defined by the bill, is the process by which an individual adopts the names, pronouns, and gender expression, such as clothing or haircuts, that match the individual's gender identity and not the gender assumed by the individual's sex at birth. So a teacher or a counselor that, had some old, let's say a female teacher, her husband has some old shirts that they can't wear, and one of their students is a trans man. You give them that clothes, you don't know, and they don't know what those clothes could be.
Right.
That teacher could be labeled as a sex offender.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay. In Missouri, and this might answer your question. In Missouri, a person charged with a Class E felony could face a maximum of 4 years in prison. A Tier 1 sex offender could also remain on the sex offender registry for up to 15 years.
This sounds like not only is it, first of all these bills, there aren't even that many trans people in the population,
Right.
for them to be riding them this hard, first of all. Second, I forgot what I was about to say.
It's okay.
I'm flabbergasted, sis.
You'll be even more flabbergasted because his own brother, Charles Gregg Jr., who's a retired and disabled veteran, is shocked by the bill that his younger brother is co-writing. He said it took his breath away. This is what he said. This bill is removing valuable support that is important for children. It needlessly targets children in addition to attacking those that they don't agree with.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes.
It also attacks anyone who expresses compassion or tolerance and seeks to silence them. I believe it is intended to remove them from the future conversations.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They want you to be an asshole and mean and dismissive to these kids and shame them into being or identifying as something that they do not. And that's crazy to me.
This is really this is next level mean. First of all, I know the family gatherings are going to be very awkward if this goes.
Listen.
But it's just this is just why? And this is what I was saying in the beginning. It's there's so many other things. I don't know what goes on in, where is this at? In Montana?
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry, not Montana, in Missouri. But really? I'm pretty sure there's a homeless matter that you could be dealing with. I'm pretty sure that there's affordable housing that you could be dealing with, healthy meals, food deserts. I'm pretty sure those are the things that need to be targeted.
Yep.
But you're worried about students some of these students, that their only safe place to be is school. And you're taking that away from them by putting the ones who support them the most in possibility facing jail time?
That's crazy.
That is insane.
That's absolutely crazy.
Because this person wants to hey, Miss So-and-so, my pronouns are she, her. You're gonna scrutinize a teacher?
They need to reach out to the ACLU.
Oh my, yeah, this is just...
That has to be some type of human rights violation.
Has to be.
That has to be.
Has to be. Yeah, I agree. I just think that is just, I don't know. So that is one of the hot topics that you're going to see a lot moving forward in this political year that we're in, as well as abortion. So now we're going to move up to Montana. And this is going to be kind of interesting. So Montana is actually letting the public into their legislature meeting regarding the proposed abortion initiative. This is where things can get kind of tricky. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. So they're expected to meet on April 18th to discuss a proposed abortion ballot initiative. Let me read. I want to find out exactly what they're going to be talking about.
Right.
Hold on. Let me just read. The meeting will include members of the public and lawmakers that will vote in favor or opposition of putting the abortion initiative on the 2024 general election ballot. So this is like basically saying like you can come to the meeting and you'll be able to vote whether or not that abortion will even be, you'll be able to even vote for abortion in the upcoming legislative season, right?
So the public will?
The public will be able to be at this meeting to decide, yeah, we actually want to vote for this. We actually want this on the ballot in 2024, or we do not. Okay.
Montana's a red state, though, isn't it?
Very much so. So the legislature is required to give the Secretary of State the voting result within 2 weeks of receiving the initiative from the Secretary under the Montana Code. The 14-day period began on Thursday after Secretary of State, whoever, handed the copies of the proposed initiative to the Senate President, who got a subpoena. So, I don't know. Montana residents are welcome to attend and encouraged to voice their comments about the initiative.
I mean, okay, so before we started recording, Sis was like, I mean, what's the point if they still gonna vote and do whatever they want to anyway? Like,
exactly.
I'm not seeing I guess I don't get the point of this.
Yeah.
Is the local government so split on this decision that they need the public to help them?
It can't possibly be. I don't know.
And then why is this the only thing they get to vote on?
So, according to ballotpedia.org, the Montana Right to Abortion Initiative may appear on the ballot in Montana on November 5th, 2024. This initiative would amend the Montana Constitution to provide the right to make and carry out decisions about one's own pregnancy, including the right to abortion. So, so to your point, here's, in Montana, the number of signatures required to qualify an initiated constitutional amendment for the ballot is equal to 10% of the votes cast for governor in the most recent governor election. So signature collections must be distributed such that petitions, including signatures, equal to 10% of the votes cast for governor in each of the, this is a lot of political language, in each of 2/5 of the state's 100 legislative districts.
What?
Child, this is a lot. So now I think kind of answers your question. It's like, so they can come to the meeting, but if they don't get enough votes, what's the point?
That's my point exactly.
So the requirements to get an initiated constitutional amendment certified for the 2024 ballot, signatures has to be 60,359 valid signatures. Okay?
Okay.
Then the county election officials check each signature to make sure the name corresponds to the name of the registered voter. They then use a 5% random sampling method to check the authenticity of the signatures. Then the signature petitions are sent to the Secretary of State, which certifies the measure of the ballot if enough valid signatures were submitted. So it's like you can, So it's like you can have enough signatures, but if the Secretary of State said that they're not, it can still go another way. You get what I mean?
This is exactly that bullshit I be talking about.
This doesn't make any sense.
So then what's the point of us doing all of this?
I mean, and the meeting is via Zoom. Can you imagine somebody giving their opinion? Oh, wow, we're in breakout sessions. Like, you just out of the meeting. Well,
I hate it.
I do too.
I hate it. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. Y'all been doing it this whole time.
Right.
What's this supposed to all of a sudden make the public feel like we involved? Like
that part.
Y'all in there every day making these decisions without thinking about any of us. And all of a sudden now y'all want us to come out here and like miss me with that shit.
Miss me with it.
I hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. But if you're watching us in Montana, first of all, hey.
Hi.
Second of all, let us know how this meeting goes.
Seriously. When is the meeting?
The 19th of April. That's a Friday.
It is a Friday.
So I don't like this. No. Who meets on a Friday? I don't like it. I'm
See,
sorry,
that's-
I lied.
that's probably-
I lied.
that's
it's,
probably-
it's April 18th. It's a Thursday.
Oh, it's a Thursday. I was about to
Okay.
say, if it's a Friday, that's definitely strategic. Then
You feel me?
People
Ain't
ain't
nobody-
gonna be logging in on a Friday.
Nobody meet no damn
on,
meet.
on a Zoom. Hell no.
Somebody put a meeting on my calendar early for a meeting for an hour on a Friday. I'm like, why?
No.
If it's on a Friday, if it's 30 minutes or less.
No. No.
Last on the Bussin' Ballots docket, now we're going kind of down to Nebraska. And we're back in the transgender lane, right?
It's too much.
Bathroom and sports team restrictions fall short in Nebraska legislature. State lawmakers fell 2 votes short of advancing a proposal that would define K through 12 school bathrooms and sporting teams as male or female based on a student's sex at birth.
Wait, so what failed to do what?
Basically, they failed to have a vote that would define K through 12 school bathrooms and sporting teams as male or female based on student sex at birth. So basically right now, it sounds like the bathrooms are for everybody.
Oh, they got all gender bathrooms.
So let's see. Legislative Bill 575, and this is the Sports and Spaces Act, fell 31-15 after 2 conservative lawmakers who originally signed on to the bill when it was introduced last year did not vote for the measures. Okay, but what is the actual...
Right. Explanation.
What is the actual... Okay, let's just hit the link. Legislature... Adopt the Sports and Spaces Act. I'm trying to find the definition. So basically what I'm giving, what is giving is that they really want, if you're a trans athlete, you know, to be use the bathroom that you were assigned to. It's giving like House Bill 2 here in North Carolina that literally shook the world.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
That's basically what's I think that's what it's giving without, without really having to look into it. That's what it sounds like. Another senator said he met with multiple transgender students and their families and was impressed with the love and concern. I don't know.
This shit is just not. This is a distraction from what's really going on.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't understand why it's bothering you.
It's not. It's not.
I don't understand why a person using the bathroom.
They're homophobic, racist, and I don't even know transphobic.
Yeah.
You're LGBTQIA phobic.
Yeah, because it doesn't when it comes to like the whole bathroom issue when it comes with transgender people. Okay, so if a trans woman wants to use the woman's bathroom because she's a woman,
right?
You're going in a stall anyway, so I don't understand what the problem is. Nobody would even know. And who is paying that much attention to the people in the back? When I go into a public bathroom, I'm not paying that much attention to the person walking in next to me. Now, if it's just a full grown ass man walking in, I'm be like, oh,
whoa, what you doing in here? Right.
I'm not even gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna turn around. You know what? I don't gotta go that bad. You know what I'm saying? But like, if someone that looks like me is walking in there with me and going into another stall, like,
this is too much.
You're not bothering.
There's an all gender bathroom I saw that went viral on TikTok in one of them airports. I think like Minnesota or something like that.
I wouldn't be shocked that. I just wouldn't be shocked by the controversy. I'll say it that way.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Because I don't. In an airport, you said?
Yeah, it was an airport.
Yeah. See, like,
it was an all gender.
What's wrong? I don't really. Well, I guess when it comes to kids, so if you talk about an all gender, so if a man standing there using a urinal and a little girl walk by.
I mean, I don't know if they have urinals in the all gender. I think maybe it's all stalls.
Yeah. So then what's the problem?
Yeah, that would make sense to me to have all stalls. My biggest issue would be motherfuckers peeing on the floor.
That part.
Because men cannot aim.
At all. What's wrong with y'all?
The hole is so big.
I mean, it's
how are y'all missing it?
It's really not that hard.
How are y'all missing it?
But well, that's it for Ballotpedia. So Nebraska, Missouri, Montana.
Oh my God.
Get it together. Especially Missouri. What the hell?
A mess.
I don't know what's going on. I really don't.
It's a hot ass mess. That's what's going on.
But you making teachers be sex offenders just because they want
that's weird to me.
Support people.
That's crazy.
That's insanity.
ACLU, where you at?
But what's more insanity is you guys not going to ballotpedia.org and making sure that you're keeping up on what's going on. Because if you're in one of those states and you voted for the senators who introduced these bills, you're part of the problem because you're not educating yourself on what their platforms are. So
that's real.
That's that. So ballotpedia.org. Go there, listen to Headwraps and Lipsticks.
Period.
It's a simple solution.
It is.
All right.
It could all be so simple.
But you'd rather make it hard.
Oh,
Sorry.
interesting.
All right.
Yeah. What's next on the list?
Well, we have 2 political hot takes.
Okay.
One is good. One is fucking weird. But shout outs to North Carolina. And shout outs to our attorney governor and Democratic governor candidate Josh Stein. He made an announcement today that North Carolina has ended the sexual assault kit backlog.
Love it.
This has been a milestone more than 6 years in the making to deliver justice for victims and survivors.
Woo.
I remember when Josh Stein was running for attorney general, and that was one of the biggest things that he was talking about. Even in the debates, he said that like it makes absolutely no sense that we have this type of backlogs. There's too many victims that need justice, and I'm going to make sure that it gets done. So for this man to do this as he's getting ready to end his term as attorney general, and hopefully when y'all vote for him in November, getting him to be our governor.
Well, that's a great career move right there.
That is amazing.
But you know that having a backlog of sexual assault kits is not uncommon.
Yeah.
I will never forget. I think I was watching, what's the nerdy white boy on HBO? John Oliver.
Oh yeah, like
Yes.
he's cool.
He was saying that there was another city that had like a backlog of sexual. This was years ago though. They had like a backlog of sexual assault cases or kits that needed to be tested and things like that. And I remember him saying like in the piece that like the kids were like starting to collect dust.
I believe that.
And I think like that's truly, to me, that just tells me like how important sexual assault is seen to those who work in that field.
We've seen so many episodes of SVU where like they crack a case by cracking an old case. It's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yo.
We watch, oh my God. There is a documentary on Netflix right now. I think it's called American Crime or something like that. One of the most bizarre stories I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I was watching it, I was like, they really made a documentary over a fake case.
Damn.
Basically, it was a woman, real quick, it was a woman who was kidnapped from her boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
The story sound, and then the kidnappers came back for the boyfriend, kind of tortured him for a day or two in a very odd and bizarre way. To the point when the boyfriend went to the cops, they were like, "Get the out of here!" Like that makes it, because it made no. I want you to watch it. It made, because you're gonna be sitting there like,
I don't got Netflix.
"Oh, that's right. That's okay. You're gonna come over and you're gonna watch it."
Okay.
It was so bizarre. Come to find out, this actually happened to this girl in real life. This, like, the story that he was saying, like, so the girl broke out of her kidnapping situation, went to the cops, and again, they didn't believe her, until one female cop, towns away.
Yeah.
Now, this is like maybe a year or two later.
Wow.
A year or two later, the same kidnapper did the same thing to another girl. There was some key evidence on some goggles that this guy used, and the female detective found the evidence of this piece of hair that was on there, blonde hair. The first victim had blonde hair. So she said, well, wait a minute, why didn't y'all test this strip? What's going on? Talking about, oh, this guy didn't have any other victims. They was like, well, if that victim's hair was brown, then where does blonde hair come from?
Right.
That one female cop, 2 years later,
Damn.
whole different towns away, cracked that girl's case and put that guy away. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just don't believe women.
Yeah.
Because it just sounds bogus. Oh, because then it's like, well, what were you wearing? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would she choose you? Why would he choose you?
That reminds me of, I forget the thing, but they were searching for something and they kept finding other dead bodies and other.
Correct.
What was that? It was a big thing. It was all over the news. I can't remember, but they were like searching in the woods and they were coming across other bodies from other cases. Oh my God, I cannot remember. But I'm
Was it
like,
an episode of SVU?
no, it was real life.
For real?
It was a real life. I cannot for the life of me right now think of what it was, but I'll never forget that. But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I commend Josh Stein. I'm glad that he put the pressure on him to get that up to date and current.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was even 6 years behind is a problem.
He said they've made 114 arrests already.
God damn.
Let me tell you something. This episode is not sponsored by Josh Stein at all. North Carolina, if you needed any type of thing to push you towards who to vote for in November for a governor of North Carolina, do you think Mark Robinson would even touch this shit? I'm not saying Josh Stein is holier than thou and that he's the savior of North Carolina.
Sure.
But to say he was going to do this when he first was elected for Attorney General, and then to actually do it while he's getting ready to run, while he's running for governor, I have nothing but respect for that man. I have nothing but respect for him. And the fact that not only did you do the backlog, so you made sure that everything was wrapped up, and then you went out and got the people that these victims say assaulted them however long ago. 114 arrests already.
In one day?
And counting. That's what I said, and we're just getting started. I mean, he really went on a whole rant here about what he did, or what him and his team did. I'm not even gonna say just him. But that's incredible.
What was the nigga before him doing that?
Ooh. Well, I don't know. I don't know who the Attorney General was before that.
114 in a day is crazy, Sherelle.
We need to get Josh on the show.
For real.
I'm on it. Because that is major.
Damn.
That is major, and I'm really like, to make I didn't see that before. 114 arrests. So imagine getting that phone call from the police officer from an assault that you may have had 8 years ago. And that person just walking around town probably assaulting other people.
Yes.
Or maybe they changed their life. But hey. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, shout outs to you, Josh Stein.
I love that.
Shout outs to you.
Damn.
So that's good news for North Carolina. But in Arizona, I don't know. I really don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all. But, I thought I had it. So we talked about this when we were doing busted ballots for Arizona, that they were actually going to implement some very ancient abortion laws. It was just on the ballot, as of what's going on. However, earlier this week, they actually did what they said they was going to do. And I just think it's disgusting. So I'm trying to okay, here we go. So Arizona actually reinstated a 160-year-old abortion ban.
Oh my God.
Okay. An 1864 law that bans nearly all abortions. Physicians are now on notice that all abortions except those necessary to save a woman's life are illegal. And this is a decision that was ruled by the court in a 4-2 decision. 1864.
I don't believe that when it comes down to saving the woman's life, I can't trust them to make the right decision. You trying to force me to have a baby.
Right.
Y'all would let me die on this table.
That part.
I don't believe it. I do not believe they would save the woman's life.
I agree. This is disgusting. I don't know what's going on with abortion besides, we know what the Supreme Court did in 2022, and this is just the domino effect, but it's like all these men making decisions about women's bodies just make me sick.
Make my ass itch.
It really, I literally am getting a headache just thinking about.
Itchy ass.
1864? $1864.
Okay. I feel like this is I don't know if precedent is the right word or precedence, but it feels like this is a precedence for like other shit that's gonna get passed. That's 100-something plus years old.
Oh, like that document that we talked about last season? The 19, what was it?
The Project 2025? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like, so Arizona is, somebody went through the files and came up with this, 1864 law. It's just like what they're doing with DEI. So now they're trying to make segregation a thing again.
Yes.
Or, like, this is what,
Yes.
You're literally going back in time for no reason whatsoever. Like, what is the reason behind this? Like, why is a woman having an abortion such a problem for you?
I don't know, but white women, and I'm going to put you Asians in it now, too, because
Damn.
y'all have got to pull it together. There was an Asian girl in my timeline today crying because she ain't getting to her dream Ivy League school.
Oh, okay. Try again next year.
No, had affirmative action still.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She probably would have been in.
That's right.
She probably would have been in.
That's right.
She probably would have been in.
Sorry.
I just feel like everybody's having all these like fuck around and find out moments way too late. You're too late. And the fact that people have been refusing to listen to black people and black women over the years about all of this shit. And it's like, as a black person, I'm like, what y'all want me to say?
What do you want us to do?
What do you want to, we can't, first of all, we cannot fight, and that's another thing. Y'all want black people to fight all of y'all battles. Like, no.
No,
We can't do that.
No.
But then on top of that, when we say, hey guys, this is dangerous, you're like, shut up, nigger. And it's like, and next thing you know, you're not getting into your favorite Ivy League school because affirmative action was, it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, well.
It's like, I'm getting frustrated. I don't know what to say. No. Obviously, there's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we as black people really can't do anything but sit here and watch this country go into...
Just crumble.
Crumble.
You know what I think about when shit like that? Like, you've seen the movie Mean Girls. Remember when Regina George just standing there watching everybody? Like, that's what it feels like.
It does.
It's like, wow. Okay.
It's like...
We told y'all this was going to happen.
Exactly. It's like, as much as I want to be sad, I'm like... Until people get it through their fucking head that they don't know everything and that, like, sometimes you have to listen to people who are warning you, we're going to continue to go through this shit. And I don't know what they think is going to happen, like, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be, okay, black people know the lay of the land now.
We've been through this.
Okay, we know the lay of the land now. We know where we're going. We know where we're headed. It's not going to be what you thought it when y'all brought our ancestors over here. Yeah. We know the lay of the land now. And that's all I have to say about that.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's just frustrating, man. Like, it's like, I don't know what to do. I feel kind of hopeless. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Anyway, let me go to work and pay bills.
Yeah. Ain't nothing else to do.
Ain't nothing else to do.
Ain't nothing else to do.
I don't know. I just feel, sometimes I feel like a complete existential dread of like what's going on in this country. But I'm like, what can I do? They won't even fucking listen to us.
Very weird.
So it's like, fix your own problems.
It literally. Like,
you fix it yourself.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else. We didn't break it. We've been trying to fix it this whole time, but y'all ain't want to listen to it because y'all don't like when black people do things.
And that part.
So
y'all don't want to listen. So now Arizona, you didn't watch Headwraps and Lipsticks. You didn't go to Ballotpedia.org.
You didn't do anything.
You didn't vote for the right people, and now you have legislation in place from 1864 where the people who were living at that time are no longer living now.
Can't even fucking relate to the same shit we going through.
Can't even relate.
They wouldn't even. I put them in this room. They would obliterate. They'd be like, "What is all of this?" They would be overwhelmed.
They
literally they would cannot.
Shook it.
What's it called?
Those lights? Why are those lights?
They would combust.
That's a little camera. Like
They would combust.
So I don't know. That's it for politics.
Thank God.
That's it for politics. The rest of the stuff we have to talk about is, it's just, but it also just shows that like y'all don't listen to stuff like global warming. Okay.
Oh, it's boiling.
Okay. Like we are at the boiling point. New Jersey and New York, the tri-state area, experienced an earthquake.
While the earthquake was happening, LA had a hailstorm. Girl.
Listen, let me just say something.
Yeah.
Let me just say something.
Yeah.
Y'all better start praying.
Yeah, something.
That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Because Revelations is real. All right? And I just think that the Lord is coming back. I really do. I'm just, it's coming. And I just want to make sure that I can have my wedding day. Because the fact that, like, I mean, I had called my grandmother and them to make sure that they were okay. Yeah. They were like, I mean, please, like, we're fine. Mm-hmm. But the fact that it happens is mind-blowing.
A 4.8.
4.8. Meanwhile, over in Taiwan, the week prior.
Oh, my God.
The week prior, I think it was like a 7 point.
I don't know, but I saw that one building that was kind of leaning.
Literally.
Like, it was
the Lord is coming soon.
They always be dealing with that kind of stuff, though, over there.
They do.
Those and tsunamis.
Yeah, they do.
That's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earthquakes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Raining in Southern California.
Listen.
I know Tony was like,
yeah, what's that about?
It's wild. But hey, it happens. And the scientists have been trying to tell you that there is some type of gravitational shift that's going on and things are happening within the Earth core. But y'all don't want to listen.
She getting too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too hot. Yeah.
I remember that's too hot lady.
Gotta run for
we really are.
Damn.
We're really proving our parents' age.
Absolutely.
We really are.
Yeah. And there also was a solar eclipse this past week as well.
Oh. Was I the only one that was? I was
no.
Like, I mean, that's great.
I asked my mom.
We've seen one before.
I asked my mom is so unserious. I asked my mom, I said, are you going to look at this solar eclipse? She said, I was around for the first one. I said, goodbye.
Correct.
I said, goodbye.
Correct.
I said, get out of my face.
Not the first one.
Yes, she's annoying. She's annoying. She said, I saw the original eclipse. I said,
not
shut
the
up,
original.
Mom. She's annoying.
Listen, when I say, I was like reading the news and stuff like that, just seeing people like, do you know the hotels and Airbnbs in like Texas and the Midwest sold out because people came from all over the country to make sure that they saw what nighttime looked like?
You're wild. You're wild.
This is what it looked like in Texas for 3 minutes and change.
Well, we had one in 2017.
Correct.
And I was like, that was my first time experiencing it as an adult. Because there was one in 1994 too.
Was it? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was telling Nay about it. Yeah, there was. Yeah, I remember that day because I was outside. I'm like, it's kind of dark out here for the time it is right now.
I was only 6. But.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't excited that. I mean, I saw it got a little. We got a little bit of it. It got a little bit dark, and then it got brightened up again.
Yeah, it was like.
I was like, okay.
I mean, that's great.
I feel like if you've seen one, you're good.
I mean, I feel like if you've seen movies too, like, you know, like you've.
Well, I will say if you've never seen one, it is cool to experience it, especially if you are in the path of totality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like people here in Charlotte, like, I mean, I was so busy working. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I see it's starting to get a little dark. Mm-hmm. And then 10 minutes later, I was like, it looked like nothing happened.
Exactly.
But this not me putting down any of my
nerds.
Yeah, none of my science nerds.
Listen, I love that for y'all. Go science. Yeah. Somebody's got to know it. And
right.
And it should be you.
We need those people.
We need y'all around. I love it.
The planet.
Yeah, talk about the ozone and stuff and let us know how we're killing it.
Please. So yeah. That's it for the science review with Headwraps and Lipsticks. Now in the sports world, it was pretty cool. This is where DEI did take over.
Oh shit.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're annoying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not.
See?
Well, the University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, beat Iowa for the NCAA Women's Championship. Shout out to Dawn Staley. Mm-hmm. She is the 5th coach to have 3 consecutive championship wins.
I love that.
And when I say the church folk was going in because of her very emotional testimony after winning, you know, I just know the heat press machines with uncommon, what'd she say? Uncommon favor is like, okay.
Yeah.
I already know the vibes is ridiculous, but I will say this about the media, and this is where I was talking about DEI.
What was the score?
Oh, I don't know.
In Iowa, is that the team that Caitlin Clark was on?
Correct. That's what I was getting ready to say. I thought it was very...
I'll look up the score.
Okay. I thought it was very ridiculous of some of the media outlets to be out here. Like, even CNN. CNN literally was like, South Carolina beat Iowa, whose star teammate, da-da-da-da-da.
87-75.
Okay. So it wasn't, that large a margin. But at the end of the day, somebody had to win and somebody had to lose.
For sure.
Okay. And I just think it was very tasteless of a lot of the media to just continuously highlight Caitlin Clark. You lost.
Right.
And this, again, it's just like what I was saying last week about Angel Reese. Like, no one is putting Caitlin Clark down, but she lost.
Right.
Point blank, period. The spotlight should be on nobody else but the South Carolina Gamecocks. That's it.
Yep.
Like, Caitlin Clark's going to be just fine.
Somebody said, are they both going to the White House this year, too?
I'm going to be honest. Would not be shocked because that's exactly what happened last year.
Yeah.
That's what happened with, Joe Biden. I'm going to invite Caitlin. Why?
For what?
Listen, let me tell you something. All these, if they're Gen Z, they're going to grow up to have a bunch of soft-ass kids, too. Because this entitlement is ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition.
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with healthy competition. And that's what the situation with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark was. Angel Reese did this, and the whole world was like, oh my God, that's so tasteless. No, fuck that. You lost. Point blank, period. Now you lost again.
Damn.
Okay, so what's next?
Double whammy.
Okay, what is
Double
next?
homicide.
Like, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. But that doesn't mean that you should they both don't need to be, how do I say this?
They both don't be, well, no, I was going to say they both don't need to be recognized, but that's not.
Yeah, because they do make second place ribbons, but
I
don't know.
I got you though.
I don't like that.
I got you.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. Like, I think when I have kids, like, okay, like, dang, I came in second place. That's not mean I'm not going to take you out for ice cream or something, but at the end of the day, all right, so then what can we do next time so that we can get first place?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not going to be on the cover of the newspaper because you lost.
Damn.
It's okay. It's okay. What you're going to do is get your ass out there. You're going to practice harder so that you can win next year.
Damn.
That's it. I'm just kind of over this whole sense of entitlement when it comes to things that are supposed to be competitive.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Like that, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I just feel like the respectability politics of being a woman should go out the door when it comes to.
Correct.
I don't want to hear nothing about no lady like on the court. We playing basketball, nigga, D up.
Did you celebrate the losers when LeBron won a championship? I'm confused.
Quickly.
Is Purdue going to the White House when UConn is the one that beat them?
Quickly.
For the men's championship? I'm confused. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
Like, just this sense of entitlement is annoying. All right, fine.
It's a cold world.
Always.
You wanna bring it up? You were there. Did you witness it? Did you see it live in person?
All right. So last week,
the podcast became divided.
Yeah. Last week,
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, being the rapper that he is, decided to diss J. Cole and Drake. And the world was waiting on one of them light skins to respond.
Anybody.
And J. Cole decided to put out a mixtape the Friday before Dreamville Fest. I'm sorry, the Friday of Dreamville Fest, and made a response called 7 Minute Drill. Shook the world. I was hype.
Did it?
However, points were made. We were hype. As J. Cole fans, I was like, this is amazing. However, as a real J. Cole fan, it was like, something just seems a little off.
You know what? Yes, correct. I'll let you finish.
It did not really seem genuine at all. Like, J. Cole is not the type to just be like, we about to get... That's not what he does.
Yeah.
And proved my point because literally to close out Dreamville Fest, he decided to make his peace and say that he will be deleting that 7 minute drill response.
I have the video.
Sure. Sierra.
What? I'm just saying that I have the video.
Okay. Go ahead.
Moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours.
I literally tweeted that I was dreading recording this episode. I was like, fuck. I was like, Sierra is going to have... I was so mad. Like, I was like... I was just mad at the fact that I would have to deal with this.
I want you to know, when I saw that video, I had tears of I said, this is not hip hop.
Okay.
Listen, I respect J. Cole. I understand where he's coming from. I get that it didn't sit right with his spirit. Me working every day from 9 to 5 at a job I don't want to also doesn't sit right with my spirit, but I do it anyway. And I'm half and half. Because while I understand what he's saying, I'm also like, that, where we go with healthy competition.
Correct.
And it's like, that's, and being part of this big three, like, you have to, you don't have to battle rap to hold your position.
Right.
But people still want to know that you still got it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? People want to know that you can get to the booth and say some crazy shit over a beat from 2002.
Right.
And go crazy. And you are right. When I listened to it, I was like, it's a solid diss track, but to me, it felt like he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And it felt like maybe somebody in his camp was like, yo, you got to say something because he was talking crazy to you.
He did say that. Like, the beginning of his speech, he was like, when Kendrick dropped that, he said when Kendrick dropped that song, well, not even Kendrick, when the song dropped,
right?
He said, I could barely touch my phone because it was blowing up. Everybody was calling him. Everybody was texting him, like, what you gonna do, dude? So it was like that. And he literally talked about the pressures of people like, you need to get in the booth. And even like he said, even on seeing y'all on Twitter saying, I was riding my bike on my way to the studio right now. And all that stuff like that or whatever. But it was just like, real cold, like, we know he's not, I'm not going to say he's not about that life. But when it comes to the whole...
Yeah, he's not a battle rapper.
That's not what he's about. And never has been. He never has been from mixtapes up until now. Hopefully the fall off that comes out any day now, Cole. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, people, I'm kind of like you. Like, I kind of was like, damn, I kind of wanted to see where this was going to go because I really wanted to see if Drake was going to drop. So I was like, oh, snap.
That's scary.
We got some,
That scary hoe not going to drop nothing.
Yeah, he ain't said nothing yet.
He ain't going to say nothing. But if it's a woman, he got a lot to say. Anyway.
Okay, so speaking of women, because this is just black people, we're just old fake as fuck. I don't care what nobody says. We are just the most fake. We are the fakest demographic on the face of this planet. Because the switch up, that should be his next album. The switch up is ridiculous. Like, 1 minute Cole's the greatest, he wanted to ghost, next thing, he pussy, he soft. I'm like that. He just ended his career. What are you talking about?
People were reaching.
He ended his career because he's choosing to be kind.
Right.
Which he always has been. And the fact that people were really like naming violence as a flex, like, oh, yeah, Gucci killed one of Jeezy's people and then dropped to such and such.
Like, what the hell are we talking about?
50 slapped Ja Rule in Atlanta and ended his career. Like,
what's going on?
What is happening here? First of all, that's not a flex. Tupac has set... First of all, we all know that Tupac did nothing with Faith Evans. Let's keep it a buck, all right? Like, cut it out. Cut it out, all right?
Oh, my God.
And half of y'all were only 7 years old when that song dropped anyway, so you had no clue what he was talking about.
Real.
Stop it, okay? You only know that because of Notorious. Anyways, But like just the drag of saying that J. Cole is like really not gonna be able to come back from this is really abysmal. Like you guys are dumb. It's just no. No one that has put that type of time and effort into making his career what it is gonna fall off like that. Because again, his real fans was kind of like, yeah, you know, we kind of sensed that you was not with the shit. You just, and literally he titled the EP Might Delete Later.
Yeah, he did.
So why were y'all shook if he takes it off?
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Like I said, I get it, but you know, I get it. I understand. I understand his thought process. And listen, you know, in terms of building your brand, like at the end of the day, that's not who he is. That's not what he wants to look like.
He got kids.
I can't help but to at the end of the day, I can't help but to respect that, and I do. I get it, and I love that he is choosing integrity or whatever.
Yeah. I
mean, I still want Kendrick to get these fucking lyrics off, though. That's, you know, rap is rap at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. It's just, and like DJ Academics and Maul.
Oh, they were beefing, or were they talking about it?
Yeah, they were talking about like.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
In a very. I think it's not that like what they were saying, but like the aggressiveness and what they were, especially DJ Academics. Y'all already know.
Please.
I mean, I could barely see his video because it was so grainy.
Ooh.
But you know, Maul, like. You know, all of us. First of all, y'all wouldn't say this to J. Cole to his face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would never step to him and be like, you know, I think you soft, nigga. Da 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 da.
They were saying that.
Oh my God, they were going, and when we done, I'm gonna put ridiculous. Like, what are y'all saying?
Wow.
You know, like, what are you talking about?
And you know what? I think that's the problem is that a lot of people sometimes translate hip hop as into like it's real, like this is real street shit. And while we might be talking about street shit, it doesn't have to turn into actual street shit.
And let's talk about who this beef is between. Kendrick and J. Cole never really talk. I mean, they talked about, like, their music talks about their upbringing and challenges they went through, but their music was never about gang banging and it never was like that. So why would you expect anything else from either one of them?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
Kendrick literally drops albums, goes on tour, and then goes back home.
That's it.
That's it.
I was actually shocked that Cole even dropped I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he put something out for real?
But I mean, so, okay. I mean, he does respond, and that was another thing. People was like, you know, oh, he had mad smoke for No Name. First of all, calm that down. He did not have smoke for that young lady.
They've been bringing her up the whole time.
He literally put out the softest diss track I've ever heard in my life in response to No Name telling him to read books. Okay?
Right.
Called Snow on the Bluff. So stop acting like he went on social media and was calling her everything but a child of God and everything like that. He even responded to Lil Pump making a diss track about him.
That's right.
In 1985.
Yeah.
And even in that, told the dude, like, I'm funking with your little rap name. He even, like, said, you know, I hear what you're saying, little dude, but, like, while you're talking shit, make sure that your money is up. Make sure you can buy your mom a house. He even, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He even...
Yeah.
And y'all really thought he was going to do something to somebody he called a friend?
Yeah.
I mean, now, Kendrick being a little thug, nobody... He learned he is a Gemini, so it's very unhinged attack. Nobody...
I love the Geminis.
Do you?
I do.
Really? As a Virgo?
I know. Can you believe it?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think it got something to do with my other sons.
Like, you actually, like Geminis?
Yeah.
Only like 5 in my life.
I mean, I don't know any, like, I haven't had any bad interactions with any Geminis, but I also don't know any personally.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm related, like my sister and my niece and my uncle are Geminis, so like they're cool.
Yeah.
And then of course Luke James and Chris Evans. So like that's it. That's my max. That's it.
You don't know Luke James and
Actually, I do know Luke James. Do I need to pull up the pictures? I do.
When was the last time you talked to him?
It doesn't matter. I know
him. No,
it
would matter because if you had talked to him, you probably would have released another album by now. She's upset. That nigga is never releasing an
really
album.
good.
He's
I
never.
really tweeted because I saw that he's going to be in another movie. I'm like,
It
yo,
looks good. He looks like he's doing a really good acting job.
well,
That nigga's never releasing
every
an
time
album.
I see him talk about, oh, I got another movie, I'm like, nigga.
He will only be singing on soundtracks from here on.
You're mean. I'm so sad. But then he be posted, like, he'll post on his story, like, y'all missed this. Man, shut up. Shut up.
He said, "Y'all better watch me on TV, girl."
I don't want to. Like, unless you are singing. Let me not say that. Because he is a good actor. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah,
but like,
he's a good. Yeah.
But don't nobody want to, like.
But the people do, though. I think you sound upset.
No, I am. Like, get in the studio.
He said, "No, I won't." Actually,
I finally finished Beyonce's.
Cowboy Carter.
While me and someone were driving up to Raleigh, she
Yeah.
pressed play. Okay. I mean, I did like this. I do like the song with her and Miley Cyrus.
You told me that.
I would like to see that performed live, but other than that, okay.
I'm gonna try to listen to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Riverdance though. Bounce on the shit, dance. That's fun.
The trend. I don't know. It's giving you had two producers. Like what?
Maybe she did.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm just take me to Act 3.
Quickly and drop the live.
Drop that.
If you don't, Beyonce,
Please.
if you don't drop that live album, okay.
Right. Look at y'all. We got a new review today.
Oh, and you was talking. Oh, look at you. Apologize.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I think you need to.
I don't know.
Is it 5 stars?
It is.
So then you need to. Go ahead.
This is from, okay, wait a minute. This title got me weak. This is from Nia Jen.
Okay. Hey, Nia.
And the title is Y'all Almost Had 4 Stars. Nia.
How dare you?
I'm about to read your fucking review. You gonna do this like, you gonna do this to us like that?
Wow.
Don't embarrass me.
Damn. Y'all do be coming with some really good titles, though. I will say that. They come with the bomb titles. Like, what she said?
She said, "I love the energy each week that has me talking back like I am in the middle of the conversation as well. I've introduced my daughter to you guys as she is interested in A&T and journalism."
Hey! Future Crosby kid.
Period. HBCU left from SC State, but you almost lost a star over the Krispy Kreme slant.
We said.
Nia, I really want better for you.
Yeah, it's not.
I listen. This is a call in, not a call out.
Right. You can come to Dunkin'. There's more Dunkins around.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Do you really enjoy Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Or is it because of society is telling you?
Correct.
Think about who's in your circle.
Yeah.
And reevaluate those relationships.
Exactly.
And if any of them say that you actually love Krispy Kreme, they don't love you.
They don't. They don't.
Go forth with that.
That's it.
Anyway, thank you, Nia, for the review.
Thanks, girl.
That was very, very cute.
Love it.
Greatly, greatly appreciated.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Look at that. Y'all, I'm not going to get on y'all today.
But you already did. So you did.
So
you said.
So, anyway, please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crewnecks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. You could have been like Nia Jen and left a 5-star review. We would have read it on the air. But you not like Nia because you ain't done it yet. Shout out to you, Nia. Love that for you. You got it out the way. The rest of them, damn. Cold world, right? Anyway. You know what? We on a bunch of streaming. We on a bunch of streaming platforms. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and TikTok. You ready for your joke? You ready to do your joke?
I got 2.
Wow.
And wait till you find out who they are from.
I bet you it's either Sean J.
Nope.
Or it's Charles.
Okay.
Or it's my mom.
What state has the smallest drink?
Minnesota.
Oh. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the other one?
How many lips does a flower have?
2 lips. Who sent those jokes that I've already heard?
I want to go.
Who sent the jokes?
Akivian. Thank you, Akivian.
Wow, Akivian.
For sending these amazing jokes.
Them old ass jokes.
Don't talk about him.
Where'd you get them from? 1992?
He said his coworker sent it to him.
Well, don't take no advice from your coworker.
You know what? We're gonna go. We're gonna go now. Cause
we won't see y'all next week. We'll see y'all the week after.
That's right.
Okay, remember that.
Peace.
Bye.
You're mean.
I'm a nice person.
No, because
no, I'm a nice person.
Why did you don't even like corny jokes? How did you know that?
I've heard them before. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I haven't heard them.